everyone, it's Javi from Forever LFC. Given the light of our recent dip in form and poor results for the 2017 period, I thought that I'd just share my thoughts on what has been going wrong with Liverpool these last couple of games. 10 matches, 1 win, 4 draws. I think, 4 draws and 5 losses. Absolutely ridiculous. In 1 week, we were kicked out of the FA Cup, knocked out of the EFL Cup, and we lost our top 4 place. I can't get down to one particular reason why Liverpool have been in such dismal form. When Sadio Mane was going to AFCON, we had a reason. When Phil Coutinho was injured, we had a reason. The fact that Henderson was injured and Emre Can was messing up all the time, we had a reason. And now we play against Hull with what is considered to be our full-strength team. Oh, also Joe Matip was injured. Oh, well, he wasn't allowed to play. And then we said, oh, that's why we're leaking goals. Against Hull, Joe Matip was there. Him and Lucas had probably the most shocking game I've ever seen either one of them have. Now, we know Lucas, Klavan, and Lovren are prone to errors in the back, but Matip was the calming and guiding force that usually secures them and helps them out. And he was nowhere to be seen. So it just didn't make sense. I said to my cousin as well, I said I wouldn't be surprised if we get caught at a set piece and caught on the counter, because that's how we concede goals. That's how our story has been for this last a month and a half. It's been absolutely ridiculous. We know teams are going to park the bus. We know teams are going to just bang balls up and hopefully catch us on the counter, yet we can't cater for it. First of all, I just feel that we lack any sort of creativity, penetration, and any ideas as to what happens when a team just sits back and we can't play through the middle in the fluent style of play that we like to use. Phil Coutinho looked out of it. Adam Lallana, he was in his preferred position, but he seemed to get better when he was out wide, which doesn't really make sense because we want him in that hole. I don't understand why Wijnaldum, man of the match against Chelsea, wouldn't start, especially when we needed a more attacking force in order to get through Hull's defense and penetrate. Take nothing away from Hull's defensive tactics that were absolutely spot on, and a few good saves by Jakubovic, which was amazing, but that's common sense now. Every single low team, or what team is regarded lower, their keeper always seems to have the best game against Liverpool. Manoni, Tom Heaton, Jakubovic, just to mention a few, and De Gea, but I mean, we all know that he always has his best game against us. But I mean, it doesn't make sense. A lot of people have been complaining about our squad being too thin and why didn't we reinforce in January, but I truly believe that no club will want to sell their star players in January. Yes, we got Phil Coutinho, yes, we got Daniel Sturridge, and yes, we got Luis Suarez. Those were some very good pieces of business. Coutinho, he was out of the team, out of Inter Milan, and wasn't getting a starting chance. So was Daniel Sturridge. And then Luis Suarez, that was just our luck, I guess, but we kind of pulled it off. And all 3 stars, it turned out to be vital in our team and the way we play. But of course, if we couldn't get someone, we couldn't get them. But I don't think at the beginning of the season, Klopp actually thought our team was thin. We had 5 strikers in Danny Ings, Divock Origi, Daniel Sturridge, who else? Daniel Sturridge, Roberto Firmino, and anyone else that could play the false 9. So Klopp said we had five attacking forward men. Roberto Firmino is not a striker. He's not a 20-goal season striker, and we can see that. Yes, he has class. Yes, we can depend on him sometimes, but sometimes he just lacks that cutting edge, as do many of our players. We just lack that cutting edge, that cutthroat mentality where we're going to fight, dig in hard, put pressure on the defense and find something out of it. Look at Luis Suarez's goal the other week. Typical Luis Suarez. He chased down the defender, shoved him off the ball, ran into the box and scored. That's exactly our style of play, and that's why I think most fans miss him so much, is because he would fit absolutely perfect in our setup, and we're missing that kind of person. Now, whether Klopp goes into the market in January and to find a new person, that seems that remains to be seen. But I don't think he thought that Danny Ings was going to get injured for the rest of the season. I don't think a classy striker like Daniel Sturridge, when fit, would have been this dismal. And Divock Origi was his young up-and-coming talent. And he proved it. 5 goals in 5 games, and they're in the slump. But then again, no one looks like they want it. Out of ideas, no penetration, no sort of effort and gumption in order to go and attack. Like, we've become so monotonous in the style of play. If we can't play through the middle, yes, put it out to James Milner, he'll cut back, put in the cross. But no one's there. Bobby Firmino is decent in the air, but he's not great. Then again, Daniel Klein, waste of space on the right-hand side. He always makes his way down, but yet the final delivery is awful. Yes, I know he's coming back through injury, but you've got to practice these kinds of things. You've got to practice how to combat the team. And yes, Klopp is taking responsibility, but it's not just him. We have to blame the players as well. They need to show grit and grind. Look at City, 92nd minute for a 19-year-old to come and score the winner. A 19-year-old that has been keeping Sergio Aguero out of the team. I mean, okay, I'm a big fan of Sergio Aguero. He's one of my favorite strikers in the league because of how classy he is. But this seems to be working. And, I mean, we got to find a system that works. I just feel that defensively, we are so fragile. And I don't understand why. Klopp can see what's been happening over the last season and a half. It's happened last year and it's happening again. So why can't something happening? I tweeted that we might need a defensive coach, which won't make us worse. It'll actually make us better. And I'm sure the likes of Sami Hyypiä, Jamie Carragher, John Arisa, just to mention a few, wouldn't mind consulting for our team. They are quick to say this is what's wrong, that's what's wrong with our defense. Why not take it up to higher levels? They're part of the club, they are legends. So why not go to the advisors and just say, hey, can we speak to Klopp? Klopp is a really nice guy, so I'm sure he'll be open to suggestions, and then just take the suggestions. Any help is needed. I mean, we look so bad at the back end. Teams just catch us on the counter, and they just seem to find it so easy to score a goal. I know definitely we need a new goalkeeper, we need a new centre-back, a new left-back, because James Milner just looks jaded and not good enough at times. We need a defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder, a wide player, and a striker, 20-goal-a-season striker. I don't know whether that's in Klopp's vision, in that Klopp's plans, but you can't blame FSG for everything. They say they're backing Klopp. I trust that they say that. Klopp says he has a final decision, and nothing has happened. So you can't just blame the recruiting process. You have to blame the players as well, because these are the same players that were tearing teams apart in the beginning of the season. Teams that parked the bus, and we still managed to score 6-7 against them. You know, and it doesn't make sense that we can't grind out a win because we have the mentality. We're supposed to have the mentality, and it just looks like it's gone. So yeah, those are just a few of my views on how to get what's wrong with Liverpool. I just feel that we got to find some sort of way and direction in order to dig in deep, find that special spark that made us so dominant and such a force to be reckoned with at the beginning of the season. I mean, with the same players, I don't think there's such a thing as the Klopp effect has been running out, because these are classy players. They might not be world-class players, which we need, but they're certainly good enough to do the job, especially against the small teams. And we only seem to be performing against the big teams, which might be a mentality issue, but I mean, that's inexcusable. Our team needs to understand that we have the most passionate fans in the world. I get a lot of stick at work from United and Arsenal and Chelsea fans with regards to, we are Liverpool now. But I mean, it's gotten to a stage where I'm so used to our dismal performances, there's nothing much I can say. We've been horrible. But also in that light, our team needs to understand that we, as supporters, give everything for the team. Yes, we go to extreme highs and extreme lows, but what I don't understand is, if they can see what it's doing to us, they can complain that yes, we're calling for someone's head. We're always ready to point the finger, but no one understands what kind of passion and what kind of effort and what kind of determination goes into supporting our teams in the highs and in the lows. And we know what our team is capable of. So why should we be happy with the dismal performance when it's not deserved? When we don't deserve to, well, when we don't give any effort and deserve to lose? It doesn't make sense. And I just feel like our team needs to realize that and give everything for our fans. Whether we lose 5 or 6-0 and we give everything on the pitch, that is a start. We don't seem like we want to play. And I don't understand. Coutinho had a horrible game against Hull. Yes, I understand he's coming back from injury, but he's got the potential to turn a game on its head by himself. I just don't understand why our team doesn't realize that they can do so much only by showing that they're leaving their heart, blood, sweat and tears on the pitch. And I think that's what every Liverpool fan is asking for. Just go out there and show what you are made of. Win, draw, lose, we're still going to support our team. But we expect our team to give everything for us. And in that light, guys, I really appreciate the fact that you guys view my videos. But please subscribe, please follow, please comment. I like to engage with other Liverpool fans. I think it's the most entertaining thing in the world, and we're the most passionate fans in the world. So why wouldn't I want to engage with you? So yeah, if you like my videos, please don't hesitate to share, like, and subscribe. Click the button somewhere around here. I look forward to our next game against Tottenham. Hopefully we turn this slump on its head, put it absolutely amazing performance at Anfield. The crowd has to be behind us. Our players have to show that they want it. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Always remember, you'll never walk alone.